Muy buenas, soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí de nuevo en el The Witcher 3. Vamos a continuar la historia que estábamos anteriormente. Justamente aquí, no hemos hecho absolutamente nada. No he hecho absolutamente, estamos aquí justamente con Sultan. Tratando de buscar a Jaskier, a Donde, como dicen por aquí. Y bueno, vamos a continuar con ello. Ahora estamos aquí en esta taberna. Y tenemos que buscar un poco más de pistas. Vamos a ver si tenemos algo por aquí. Y se ve que aquí looteando todo por aquí. Muy bien. Y parece que hemos subido de nivel. Excelente. Me gusta. Hemos conseguido 500 puntacos. Una carta de ese game. Y creo que nada más. Una carta de Fran. Vamos a coger todo esto que nos sirve. Y bueno, creo que ya hay que hacer las misiones. Quieto. Un minuto. Bueno, aquí tenemos varios puntos que hacer. La que tenemos más cerca es esta. Acá tenemos 3 más. Pero vamos acá primero. Están prácticamente cerca. Y vamos a ver, vamos a subir de nivel. Que... bueno, de momento no creo que voy a subir esto. Vamos a subir un poco más esto. Digo yo. Ahora vamos a subir un poco inmortal. Y esta zona de acá. Vamos a ponernos un poco más de vitalidad. Vamos a ponernos un poco de vitalidad aquí. Uy. Tenemos más 150 de vitalidad. Ok. Bueno, vamos.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Okay.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Ok, aquí nos están dando un bufezón aquí. Bastante experiencia. Aquí vamos a subir un par de niveles. Digo yo. Me viene bien, ¿eh? Porque a fin puedo ponerme otra armadurilla. Vamos a ver.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Pues mira tú.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Alright.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Oui.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
No voy. Tenemos a Ellie Hall. Siguiente. Bueno, sí. Siguiente que vamos a... Nos queda un poquito lejos. Bueno, vamos a... Hasta aquí. Aquí nos marca.
Children, gather round.
Vámonos un poquito más cerca, vamos acá. Muy bien. Aquí estamos. Hola con Arabella.
I like rain. Keeps the rogues indoors.
Bueno, aquí tenemos una
Did you catch him?
presa para Baldovito. Marvel está, parece que aquí abajo. Ok, flores rotas.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Vamos a guardar aquí. Bueno, Marvel es una educadora, parece. Una profesora.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Ok.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
die.
Catch a witcher
Don't
by
die
the
from
toe.
rats,
If he
stupid.
sees you, let him
Yes,
go.
you
Run
do.
away
Just
and
the
don't be
other day I saw a
slow.
witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar! That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave.
Aquí. Hay nada mi cola. Todavía aquí en una. Ok. Tenemos a Jack, ¿no? Ya, no me suena.
Must be coming home from war.
Tropic.
Wonder where he's from. Wonder where he's from.
Diario de algo.
Got 2 swords and a wolf round his neck.
A ver.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Muy bien.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Ok, dándole. Interesado en hongos. ¿Quién sigue? Ahora con Molly.
My dad doesn't like him very much. You know.
No, aquí me va a quedar por aquí.
Darkness everywhere.
¿Qué demonios? A ver, a ver. Ya está. ¿Y estos qué? ok. A ver. ¿Qué demonios me dio una vuelta para nada? Vamos a hablar con Molly, que me dice que está por acá. Aquí. Mira tú.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Será un placer.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
La finca de los Begelpath, ok.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Jaskier, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Muy bien, corremos.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Es de Siricania, muchacho.
Heard tales of Zeracanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Yo le voy a hacer Ricania.
Riders, ready!
I adore the
Hey,
speed, the rush of air.
Giddy up.
Bueno, muchachos.
Don't spare the horse! I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the horse!
Estamos a punto de llegar. Pito más. Listo. Ahí estamos.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Muy bien. Vamos a hablar con esta buena señorita de aquí. La Molly.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
¿Cuál sister ahora?
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Muy bien. ¿qué hemos conseguido? Aquí tenemos... Consigue entrar en la residencia de los Parte. Interesante. Esta es la última, sí. Pero podemos irnos aquí a hablar con la buena heroína que está por acá. Por el sur. ¿Qué le pones?
Sick of it all.
A ver. Por aquí. Hablamos con...
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
Bueno, aquí no podemos entrar, así que vamos.
Greta's got the imagination of a
Y nos falta la última.
She never lies about
Quiero ver una
serious
cosa antes,
matters.
Que este güey nació. Y la silla superior. Que vamos a poner aquí. Uf. Y aquí tenemos varias cosillas que no sirven para nada. A ver, esta. No, esta no. Nah. Todo nos da menos. Muy bien. Estamos a punto de subirlo, así que sin apuro. Vamos a guardar acá.
What do you want?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Bueno, aquí tenemos que buscar otra forma de entrar. Entonces vamos a por acá. Y vamos por acá. Y se ve que aquí podemos bajar. Simplemente vamos por aquí. Y... a ver... un segundo, vamos a por aquí. Saltamos por aquí. Cogemos todo esto, muy bien. Ok, necesitamos un saltillo más por aquí. Y como pueden ver, podemos ir inclusive más abajo. Bueno, no, por aquí no es. Pero por aquí había una cuevilla. Si mal no recuerdo. La cuestión es que... ¿Dónde? No me acuerdo. Ahí está la cueva. A ver, vamos acá.
An illusion. Great.
Cuidado aquí. Listo. A ver, aquí hay una ilusión que está aquí. Bueno, aquí no hay nada más que esto. Aquí también podemos pasar cogillas. Siempre cositas por aquí. Y tenemos colmena superior, algo que nos puede servir bastante.
Damn it.
¿Qué pasó? Yo no veo nada. Bueno. Y obviamente esto nos lleva aquí afuera. Pero nuestro objetivo no es aquí ir aquí. Creo que podemos seguir bajando por aquí. No. Por aquí. Tenemos que regresar. Obviamente por aquí no hay cómo pasar. Muy bien. Y aquí no hay nada más, así que vamos a volver por aquí. Lo que nos puede matar aquí son los saltos en realidad. No mucho cuidado con los saltos.
Interesting.
Carta de amor. Bien, aquí hay que ir con un poquillo de cuidado. Aquí tenemos un librito. Un par de cajitas por aquí. Una par de pieles aquí.
Fancy men like me. Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to...
Muy bien.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? Well, I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room, now.
As you say, miss.
Okay,
Won't you
seguiremos.
realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one, and take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Okay.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth. Why bother with 2 swords when you can barely handle one?
Mistake.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge. Tracking, then facing down beasts. Sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite like it.
Not one of the high points, I suppose. Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Come on. ¿Dónde va esa espada? Hay que hacer un contraataque de ley. Si no, va a ser imposible. Ven. Bueno, no. Listo.
Why bother with 2 swords when you can barely handle one?
Listo. Cuidado.
Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Me.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you 2 lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you 2 up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth 2 sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Listo. Ahora lo único que necesitamos es regresar con Zoltan. A ver qué sabe. Tenemos una misión aquí, clases de esgrima. Un poquillo por aquí, no sé mal. No, nunca he subido arriba. ¿Qué es esto? Pero un segundo. Ah, pensé que era algo. Nunca he venido para acá. Pues que tenga mucha cosa. Mira tú. Sucedor de caballos. Una jariña por aquí. Un caso. Pantalones de plata. ¿Quién diablos compra pantalones de plata? Okay. Para ser 2 hermanas tienen solo un cuarto. Y solo hay una habitación. ¿Duermen juntas? Algo así. Bueno, esto se puedo vender, así que... Como aquí no podemos entrar otra vez, voy a aprovechar. Bueno, vámonos. A ver... Si tenemos un viaje rápido por aquí, podemos ir rápidamente acá.
I feel quite faint today. Looking for something unusual.
Muy bien. Vámonos para acá.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savory crackers.
Comentando algo interesante ahí. Ya lo descubrirán que es. Podemos consultar aquí.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I'd not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up lines of dubious worth.
Let's hear him. I'm all ears.
You know how he wooed a lass studying natural history? Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford Novigrad Road, which is just now being repaired. Made her stare for hours as labourers crushed boulders into cobblestones, trying to pass it off as a romantic outing. I don't know about human woman, but that would bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Maybe. Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Pick some dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh, yes. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Muy bien. Simplemente consulta el tipo pescador. Vamos. Sin hablar más, vamos directamente.
What village are you from? Willows. It's into my area 2 days road from Zebra. All roads lead to Mahakam. So, how you go with this healer? I'm alright.
Me supone que estamos un poco cerca, ¿no? Aquí, justamente, ya estamos. Me parece que tenemos aquí un... Bueno, ya estamos aquí. A ver, antes de entrar aquí, vamos a sacar un rato. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí? Casa encantada. Ahora sí, vamos a...
A million debits and a million credits. Wow, that makes 2 million.
Venga, locas. Vamos a... No puedo hacer esto aquí.
Look for the murderer.
Vamos afuera.
They've orders to chase.
Aquí sí. Bueno, creo que es un poco más tarde. Eso. Ahí estamos.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Ya que empieza la canción de The Witcher 3.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Muy bien, ojalá que eso no tenga copyright, porque eso sería una fregadería.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. You've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
There's a good reason I don't pour my heart out to bards. They always babble, as you just demonstrated. But listen, besides giving you the details of my affairs, did Dandelion mention his own plans, where he might be going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheet up.
And I've not seen him since.
¿Qué cosas?
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Muy bien. Nuevo nivelaco. Aunque viene de... Ok, muerte en pescado. Una carta de amor aquí, ¿no? En busca de bastardo, hijo. Aquí tenemos esto. Y carta de Jaskier, muy bien. Aquí tenemos una botellita de agua. Y tenemos acá la en el piscina. A ver.
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it.
Muy bien.
Take care now.
Cuesta un nuevo nivel que nos acaban de dar. A ver, creo que voy a poner... la verdad es que necesito aquí una de estas. Así que vamos a... no sé si aumentarme los niveles de esto. Ahí voy a pasar aquí. Muy bien. Creo que sí. Vamos así. Pero lo más importante de esto es que podemos ir acá. Podemos ir aquí. Y vamos acá, de nuevo.
So bored I could spew. Help, save me.
They say some witches.
You look familiar.
Pues debería... esto está funcionando de nuevo. Tenemos cocinar y todo. Bueno, lo que me interesa de aquí es que ya podemos hacer exactamente esto de aquí. Podemos, vamos a hacer esto. Bueno, esto podemos vender. Lo que me interesa aquí es esto de aquí. Eso no. Esto de aquí. Me interesa eso no. Esto de aquí. Obviamente esto. Esto de aquí también. Y eso de aquí. Muy bien. Vamos a equiparnos con esta armadilla. Faltan los guantes. Y más. Y esta de aquí también. Y bien, podemos guardar toda esta armadura. Hasta aquí. Vamos a guardar todo esto. Y todo esto ya podemos vender. Esto también podemos vender. Listo. Tenemos el equipo de... este es el equipo de gato. De la escuela de gato. Y bueno, vamos a ver si podemos poner algo por aquí. A ver, esto lo vamos a poner aquí un... ¿qué sé yo? ¿Un queen? No. Aquí un queen. Muy bien. Proceso de incineración. La incineración vamos a poner aquí. Y perforación de potencia de ataque también está bien. Envenenar. Causar hemorragia. Desequilibrar, aturdir. Perforación de armadura. Muy bien. Tenemos un nuevo equipo. Y bueno, lo que vamos a hacer en este momento es hacer misiones secundarias. Hemos ya avanzado un montón. Y vamos a ver qué tenemos. Tenemos una perla negra, que esta es en Skellige. Este también es en Skellige. Tenemos casa encantada, clases de esgrima, la estrategia del noble. Y ya, Estas son secundarias. Y de brujo podemos hacer esta de aquí, este es todos los senderos. Me interesa. Se nos puede dar un buen nivelaco. Tenemos campo de batalla, que me parece bien. Esta también podemos usarla ya. Ok, yo creo que vamos a hacer las secundarias aquí. Primero empezamos con Casa Encantada. Vamos ahí. Visita la Casa Encantada. ¿Dónde está esto? Ah, está cerca. Vamos a guardar.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
¿Qué pasó aquí?
Witcher, Witcher. Kareen, look who's come.
Huh. Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Bien. Misión completada.
Yes.
Boom! Scare you.
Pues aquí nada más. Siguiente misión. Obviamente esta no. Estas son de brujo. Podemos hacer clases de esgrima. Una perla negra, estas en Excalibur. Estas son de Went. No voy a hacer. Esta es de Excalibur. Vamos a hacer no vamos a mirarla con Trish. Vamos ahí.
Looks like rain.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you're due a beating. It will just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Alright, muchachos.
Shit.
Ahí está. ¿Dónde van? Muchachones. No. Está en la otra casa aquí. Está aquí. La pregunta es por aquí, exactamente. ¿Qué demonios? Ven acá. Ya está.
Jess. Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Pero, quítense de mi camino, muchachos. Ok. Hola, Trish.
Yes, Geralt?
See, you kept the rose of remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
It seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
Looks like a nobleman.
Could be just that. Come with me. I can't perform the ritual here. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous. In Allen, Dwana, ar Ice.
No! Carl, no! I can explain everything!
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
So Coral enchanted him. Just like her.
If there's a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here? In that case, come to me, succubus.
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad? Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town Coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
Me? Tipo de examen, ¿no? Bueno, creo que teníamos otra cosilla para Trish. Sí, mal no recuerdo. ver, estamos... Lo malo es que en este juego no muestra dónde está Trish, así que hay que buscar así esta casa. Medio escondidas.
Yes, Geralt?
No, no.
So long, Triss.
Pensé que tenemos otra cosilla, pero parece que todavía no lo tenemos, así que vamos a ver. Bueno, siguiente misión. Tenemos esta, no todavía. Podemos hacer esta misión que nos puede dar un buen buff de nivel, en realidad. Porque lo que quedaría aquí es estas que son en Skellige. Esta que es en Skellige también. Estas son de Wind. Este es para pelear, así que no, pero todavía no tenemos nivel, ¿sí ven? Y puede ser esta, las clases de esgrima. Pero bueno, esta nos da un poco más de, en realidad, de nivelaco. Así que vamos ahí. Y podemos ver otra misioncilla por ahí también.
Gonna kill you.
A ver, espera. Hay que sacar espada. Muy bien, gracias. Ya está. Tú. Listo. Muchachos. A ver, lo que vamos a hacer aquí en este momento es... Se nos daría... Porque quiero vender unas cosas que me pesan mucho en realidad. Pesan una barbaridad. Vamos a comprarle aquí cositas de este.
Top-notch swords.
Show me what you have in stock.
Muy bien. Este, como ven, tiene bastante dinerillo, así que vamos a vender todo esto. Todo esto aquí. Muy bien. Y realmente lo que más nos pesa es esto, así que... Muy bien. Y... ¿qué más? Pues aquí tenemos cosillas, pero son mapas, ¿verdad? Aquí tenemos un par de mapas, esto sí nos interesa. Y esto aquí también. Esto no. Muy bien. Podemos irnos.
So long.
A ver, vamos a... No, inventario. Vamos aquí y vamos a ver esto. Muy bien. A ver si vamos a hacer un viaje rápido. Vamos primero a hablar en Oreton. Con el güey que nos da la misión, obviamente. Clases de esgrima. Espera, déjame ver una cosa. ¿Qué pasó con clases de esgrima? Ah, bueno, todavía no. Pensé que se fue de la mano.
What brings you here?
Saw your notice. Can anyone tell me about the monster?
I can. The patrol has been lost. Somewhere along the south shore of Lake Windomer. We must know why.
What makes this Witcher's work?
Some brickmakers live south of here. They call their village byways. Almost empty now. Many have run away. They speak of a monster which kills. Redanians do not patrol there. That would be foolish. And robbers do not attack Imperials. That would be even more foolish. This leaves one option. A monster. You must learn what happened to this patrol. The Empire places great value on the lives of its soldiers. Do this, learn well what happened. The reward will be proper.
Need more coin. Offer's not nearly enough.
Vamos a pedirle 200.
This much we can pay.
Deal. I'll see what happened to your patrol, whether there really is a monster in byways.
Good, good.
Listo. Vamos a senderos. Vamos a ver aquí, por si acaso. Y bueno, aquí prepararnos, muchachos, porque se nos viene necrofabitos. Y conches desde nivel 23. Yo creo que esto se nos va a ir un poquillo de las manos. No. Son ghouls de nivel un poco jodido. Cuidado. Vamos aquí a ponernos pin porque nos van a ver vivos aquí. Esto puede ser muy puñetero. No va a ser fácil. Solo con uno ya es fregado la situación. A ver. No. Uy. Ah. No, nos puede venir bien para nivelar, pero va a estar muy fregado. Lo menos pasa que le matamos. Quémese. Concha. Listo, matamos. Que me va a costar esto. Me va a costar la vida esto. Cuidado. todo. Como si no le hiciera daño.
Anyone there? You can come out. It's safe now.
A witcher.
What happened?
Nilfgaardians came plundering, looking for valuables, as if we was rich.
Who killed them? Couldn't have been you.
I don't know. Must have been those beasts you slaughtered.
Something stinks, and I don't mean the corpses.
Was how it was. Why dwell on it?
Someone's paid me to dwell.
And who might that be?
That's for me to know. Gonna look around. Best stay out of my way.
Muy bien, vamos a descansar una orilla por aquí. Muy bien. Vamos a ponernos aquí colmena. Sí.
Handiwork of ghouls. Wasn't a fair fight. Didn't stand a chance. Jaws strong enough to crush armor. Thrown to the ground with great force. Internal hemorrhaging. Scent of blood still strong. Ought to follow it.
¿Qué pasa por aquí?
There's nothing there.
Tracks lead to this house. What happened here?
What do you mean, what happened?
You're all still in danger, and only I can help. I'm the only one who can rid you of this threat.
What do I know?
Listen, you. If you don't tell me everything you know, you could all die. Understand? Is that a burden you can live with?
There's tunnels beneath the village.
Tunnels?
Elven ruins. We scavenge them for trinkets, small treasures. Sell them to Novigrad merchants. No one expected anything bad to come of it. We dug through some rubble. Found a chamber. A beast slept inside. We felled the prop so the ceiling had collapsed. Didn't bury the monster, though.
Okay.
What did the monster look like?
'Twere dark down below. Couldn't see.
So how'd it kill the Nilfgaardians?
I ran. Couldn't watch it happen.
Give me the key to the door.
You'd go in?
No. Want to pour wax through its head, tell you your fortune. Now give me the key. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You dug through to the monster's lair, then buried the entrance, but the Nilfgaardians opened it again to look for treasure. Beast killed the Black Ones and returned to its lair. You wanted to bury the corpses, but their stench lured ghouls to the village. Now I'm here. Sound about right?
'Tis as you say. Yes.
I'm going down there. If I'm gone long, run. Barring the door, nailing it shut resolves nothing. There are other ways out of the tunnels. Gotta be.
Alright.
Fur shreds. An Ekimara. Hibernated here till the villagers woke it.
Bueno, una quimera es un Es un vampiro, así que cuidadillo. Los vampiros son muy jodidos. Ahora vamos a ver cómo está nuestra espadilla. Un poco jodida. Ahí vamos. Ahora vamos a ponernos aquí aceite para vampiro superior. Y vamos a ponernos aquí, creo que era polvo lunar. Vamos a ver. Misterio. Oh, vampiros, ¿dónde están? Vampiros. Ah, no, Virgen del Demonio, pero será Steam. Sí, Virgen del Demonio. Pero igual se queman. Vamos a utilizar el Virgen del Demonio. No. Muy bien. Tal vez aquí necesite sangre negra. Sí. Yo creo que aquí sangre negra me va a ayudar. Aumenta la vitalidad. Lesión de vigor. Ok. Eso es bueno. Bueno, así vamos.
Armor pierced. Arteries torn open.
Cuidado con este muchacho porque nos puede joder vivos aquí. Además de que no estamos a nivel. Ahí tenemos. Muy bien. Ahí lo tenemos. Cuidado. Primero, aquí. Segundo, aquí. Ah, bueno, no está tan jodido. Bueno, ya está. Ya está. Patrones de Manhattan. Ok. O sea, más difícil tuvo más difícil tuvo los ghouls que este muchacho. Ok. Vete por aquí, no puedo salir. Muy bien.
Gods, he lives.
Found an Ekimara hibernating underground. It was old. Must have been asleep for centuries.
An Ekimara?
Vampire. Won't trouble you again.
You cut off its head, drive a stake through its heart.
Did what I had to. Don't go down into those tunnels anymore. Ekimara aren't known to be loners.
You've done well, but others hired you. Said so yourself. They's ought to pay you.
Farewell.
Uy. Vámonos de aquí.
What brings you here?
Hear about the missing patrol. Been to byways. A vampire was terrorizing the village.
This is why they did not return.
Ekimari are tough, even for a group of soldiers.
We will bury them with honors, as heroes. Your reward, well deserved.
Muy bien. Un buen buff de experiencia. 300. Ok. A ver. Siguiente. Puede ser que... No. A ver, lo único que nos queda es... clases de esgrima. ¿O sí? Lo único que nos queda es clases de esgrima. Vamos ahí. Eso también puede ser. Pero bueno, esas son búsqueda de tesoro, así que esas no... Eso las haré ya así... fuera del video. Simplemente es ir a un lugar y encontrar cosas nada más. Así que vamos a ir a clases de esgrima. Vamos a navegar de nuevo. Esta aquí también podemos hacer.
Looking to enlist with the temple guard.
Do you see what I do?
A ver.
Been to Vizima. The word is, it's more like...
Greetings! Are you here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Muy bien.
Ah!
A ver, ¿dónde está? Uf. Vamos a... acá.
Thieves, whores and murderers.
Whoa! Grandad's sick.
Any needs, Master?
¿Qué tenemos aquí? Ah, pensé que era una misión. Vamos.
You are an offense to the Majesty.
Vamos a... qué sé yo, Parte eso.
Hey, look at this one. Beaver booger me.
Marquita.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Var Atra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
We were supposed to train, not go for a walk.
I know, Geralt. Now stop harping on about it and let's go.
Hay que seguir aquí a Rosa.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
If that's what the lady wishes. Just don't want to see anyone crying later.
I've a hanky for you just in case. On guard! You're quick!
Come on, come closer.
Alright.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You alright?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
Alright, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far.
No loitering round here.
Seven Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without...
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Pues ya está. Clases de esgrima. No nos dieron bastante experiencia por eso, pero algo es algo. Muy bien, tenemos un tiempito más. ¿Qué podemos hacer? ¿Qué podemos hacer? Aquí naranjas. Aquí también, bueno, podemos hacer esto. Pero creo que se nos va a dar un poquillo de las manos también. No, creo que vamos a hacer la principal. Vamos a ir vamos a ello. Tenemos que buscar a Ruben.
From now on, assume your every move's observed. Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Bueno, aquí tenemos una misión, esta es aquí random. Pero no sepa maluito. A ver, vamos a ver aquí.
Duty calls.
Up higher. That's what makes you a freaking nature.
What's he doing here? Oh God, the Reaper's come for me.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bed?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Sigiloco cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
Okay.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Vamos a estar aquí. Muy bien.
Splendid. Sigiloco awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
Cuidado aquí, ¿eh?
You were right. He doesn't
Cuidado
blush.
por aquí.
And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back, offering hand extended
He's hung
in
like a
peace.
horse.
Clear that you've not
Simple
seen
matter.
Ruben.
Easy, Cleaver.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. but I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few. First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah!
A ver. Déjeme. Gracias. Ven para acá. Pues ya está.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
I need to find Whoreson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Oh, really?
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Okay.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remain that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Well, why not?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Pause here.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Oui. Mucha cosilla por aquí.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart make Sigiloco joyful.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, hard. But less thinky. But less thinky. But sadless.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Alright.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, Chorfun. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Bueno.
Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped fonts and ran like hell.
Okay.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Muy bien. Tenemos aquí misioncillo.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into? Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Bueno, vamos a guardar por aquí. Y aquí es donde lo vamos a dejar, muchachos. Espero que les haya gustado. Nos veremos en una siguiente vez. Nos vemos.